Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today we will look at how to use the cut, copy, paste and also the transform option that's available in Excel. Alright. So here we have a sample table for you, a very simple table about employees. So you have your employee ID, employee name, designation, department and their tenure in years. Alright. Now, what we'll try to do is we'll try to use the cut, copy and paste options in multiple ways and see how it actually works. So this is a very basic video, so please follow along. So let's see how the cut options work at first. Alright. So in order to cut a value, all you have to do is place your cursor in a cell that you want to cut or a group of cells. So let's say in this case I want to cut the title, that is employee name, all right, in the B column. So I'll click on employee name. I'll go to cut. So you can follow my cursor. I click on cut and I place my cursor elsewhere. Let's say I'm placing it in G1. Now I placed it in G1. You will notice that there are these icons around the employee name cell. These are also known as dancing ants. Okay, dancing ants, ants. Now what it denotes is that we have cut this cell already. Okay, we have selected this cell and we have placed our cursor in G1, our destination cell, and now we can go ahead and paste the value. Okay, so I'll click on paste here. Now you will notice that all the content in cell B1, which was employee name already, is no longer there and everything has been moved to the new destination, that is G1. So this is how cut functions. It basically takes a value from whichever cell you selected, cuts it from there, removes it entirely from there and pastes it in another cell. Alright, so I'll just undo this. Alright, so we are back to our original table. This is for your cut. Now if you want to copy, the difference between cut and copy is that copy will create a new cell with the same value. Alright, so I'll just copy this, select this, click on copy, come back to G1 and click on paste. Now you notice everything that was in B1 is still there, but now the same value has been copied to another cell. So this is the primary difference between cut and copy. Similarly, what you can also do is you can copy multiple cells together, sets of values together. I can cut it together. I place my cursor here and click on paste. So you see everything has been removed from B and pasted in cell G. Alright, so let me just undo this. Cool. So this is the primary difference. Similarly, copy also works the same way. Now there are shortcuts for cut, copy and paste. So for cut, you can use Control and X if you are using a Windows system. If you are using a Mac, you can press Command and X, the Command key and the X key on your Mac system. For copy, you can use Control and C. And for paste, you can use Control and V. Alright. So I'm going to use the keyboard shortcuts from now on. So I'm going to copy this entire column. I come to column G and click on Control V on my keyboard and it creates a copy. Alright. If you have any doubts at all around this, you can post your comments. Now, another interesting feature is that you can cut cells one by one, you can cut cells together, you can copy cells one by one, you can copy cells together. That's an interesting option. Another option is that if you want to, let's say, move entire sets of tables or any selection that you take, if you want to move it entirely, there is another option. So let's say I'm going to select this entire table for you. Now if you notice, my cursor is a plus shaped symbol, right? Now if I come to the border of this table, it changes to a arrow with a multiple dimensional arrows, correct? Now if you click your mouse here and just drag it, you will see the entire table getting dragged, the outline of the table getting dragged, right? So I'm going to just bring it down here and I'm going to release my mouse. Now basically what you have done is you have moved the entire data from one particular selection to another selection. Alright, so this is another option that's available in case you want to move things around using your mouse pointer. Next I want to show you the transform option. Sorry, the transpose option, my bad. The transpose option. So transpose basically lets you convert rows into columns and columns into rows, right? So in this case, we are selecting our employee ID, or let's select the employee name itself. All right. So I'm selecting the employee name column. What I do is select the employee name column. I copy this entire column and I'm coming to another blank cell, which is B8. Okay. I right click here and under the paste options, there is one option which is known as the transpose option. All right. I click on it and this is very interesting. You will notice that the column B, which was in a vertical format, is now converted into a horizontal format, right? So you have all your values available readily here, but they are now in a row format instead of a column format. So that is how you use a transpose. Similarly, if you want to copy a row, so I'm copying the first row, I press Ctrl C on my keyboard. I come here, let me just zoom out a little, and I right click and I transpose, and you will notice everything that was in a row format is now converted into a column format. So this is how transpose works, and that's how you can use it to manipulate your organization of cells and rows. And also there are options like pasting multiple values, pasting different values. So if you click on paste after copying a cell or a set of cells, you will have multiple options, right? For example, let's say I'm just going to remove all of this. Let me just remove all of this. All right, let me just zoom in a little. Okay, so let's say I have a formula here. I'm taking a sum of these values. All right, so it comes up to 52. Now there are two options here. You can cut this value, which is basically a formula cell, and you can paste it elsewhere. So this won't be a problem because you're basically removing the entire formula and pasting it elsewhere. It will come exactly like that. But if you try to copy this and paste it in some other cell, you will notice that it comes to 0 because now the formula is calculating F2 to F6, which is F2 to F6. There is no value in here. All right. Now, in case you want the exact 52 value to come in cell F7 as well, what you can do is you can just copy this using Ctrl C, paste your cursor in F7, go to the paste value and just click on paste values. So what it does is it takes whatever value is there after the formula and puts it there in the cell, which is your destination cell. So that's about it. It's a pretty basic view of how your cut, copy, paste and transform works. If you have any doubts, please put it in the comments and I'll be able to answer your queries. So thanks again. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please like, share and subscribe. And if you have any queries at all, do let me know. Thank you.